Number 35. Simplify A over B plus C over D plus E over F. So this is kind of an annoying problem, but we can just work through it, and then at the very end of the video, I will show you a quick way that you can do this on your calculator. So we're just gonna have to work through this. So we start from the bottom and work our way up. So first part that we have is D plus E over F. So we just need to get this into one fraction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take D and I'll multiply it by F, and then I'll divide it by F, so it stays equivalent. So we end up with E plus DF all over F. Okay, so then that's going to be C divided by that. So you see with C divided by D plus E over F, this part is D plus E over F. So it's going to be C divided by this. So when you're dividing, you can flip the fraction and multiply. That's almost the definition of multiplication. So this is the same thing as C times F over E plus DF. And so that's going to be equal to just CF over E plus DF. And so now we have this entire thing. And now we have to add the B. So we add B, then we're going to have to multiply and divide by E plus DF so that we can add these as fractions. So in the numerator, we have CF plus this B times E plus DF. So if we distribute this, B times E, that's just BE, and then B plus DF, that's BDF. And then the denominator is still just E plus DF. And so now we have the entire denominator. We have this entire thing. And so now it's just A divided by this. So it's going to be A divided by CF plus BC plus BDF all over E plus DF. Or you can think of it as multiplying by the reciprocal. It's going to be A times E plus DF over CF plus BC plus BDF. And this is pretty straightforward. I'm just going to distribute the A into the numerator. So this is the same thing as this, right? And so A times E, that's just AE. A times DF, that's ADF. And then the denominator will just stay the same. CF plus BC plus BDF. We just have to see which one of these answers matches it. So I think, let's see. Okay, let's just use process of elimination. So we have an ADF in the numerator. So let's just cross out all the ones that don't have an ADF. So it's not D, it's not C, it's not A. So which one of these is different? So this one doesn't have a BDF. So it should be E, but let's just double check. AE plus ADF, and then a CF, and then a BC. We don't have a BC, but we have a BDF. So I think I made a slight error somewhere along here. Let me see if I can find it. BE. Oh, I found it. It's because when I did over here, when I did this part, when I did B times E, I wrote B times C. So that's just an easy mistake. So BE, that should be BE, this should be BE, this should be BE. Yep, so I just made a small mistake, but as you can see, this problem is it's pretty long, and so it's pretty easy to make a mistake. So while the answer is E, I'm going to show you a way you can do this on your calculator. And in fact, it's very simple. All you're going to do is just type in this expression. So you have, in your numerator, you have A, and then it's going to be B plus C over D plus, and then E over F. Click enter, and it comes to you in the factored form, but it does most of the work for you. So in the numerator, you can see, if you can distribute at least, this will be ADF plus AE. And then in the denominator, you'll have BDF plus BE plus CF. And so that saves you a ton of time. The only thing you have to do is distribute. So at the end, no matter which way you did it, you're going to get answer choice E. Alright, so if you have any questions from other tests, make sure to leave a comment and I'll make a video with a solution. With that said, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe. This has been Investigative Math, and I will see you next time.